How is it going, everyone? And welcome to another episode of PC Building Simulator. We've got some emails to go through, so let's get started with those first. Here's one from Gene. Hello. Just to let you know that malware check fixed it all and video quality now great. Probably didn't need all that extra stuff. Now grandson wants to swap PCs. Think he knew all along, a little bugger. Anyway, thank you, Gene. So Gene's all set now. So let's get rid of that one. Timbo still wants $5,000 from us. We may do that. Giovanna. I'm so close. There's a breakthrough just around the corner. I can feel it. Need more power. Just a few more TEV will get me over the edge. This is noble material. You won't believe what I've discovered. What I've found. I've seen things when the accelerator is running, weird things, shapes moving. I think if I can just, whatever all that is, I need another machine, the best you've got. As quickly as you can, to hell with the cost. This has to work. It has to. I don't know if $1,500 is to hell with the cost, but we'll go ahead and accept that, and we'll build him another PC. Stinky Melanie. Can you help with this? Could you repair my rig? I'm not sure what's wrong. Can you have a look? Let's just say that the good news is I found my hamster. Lots of people in this game find hamsters, or they find their hamster in their PCs. That's very weird. But the PC isn't working. I bought this PC secondhand, so it could be anything. Can you finish in 3 days? My kid's been using it, and I'm getting some weird pop-ups. Probably because he's going to naughty sites. I've never cleaned it out. Is that okay? So we will get her PC, Stinky Melanie. We'll get Stinky Melanie's PC up and working. Let's accept that one. I hear you work with computers. I need a new PC. Fable Fortune recommended spec is my favorite game right now, so it has to run. I'm going to need it in 12 days at the latest. I heard you guys put used parts in PCs. Please don't do that. I read that Mortoni parts are really good. $3,000 budget to play Fable of Fortune. So let's accept that. So we've got a couple of PCs we need to get put together. I'm going to step away as usual. And as soon as I get Giovanna's build put together, I will be right back and show you what we got. So for Giovanna's build, $1,500 to get a 3D Mark score of 6,000. We're going to go with a MSI Z270 motherboard, an i5-6400. We're going to cool that with a CryoRig M9i, which we already have in our inventory. 2 sticks of Corsair Dominator Platinum, 4 gig 4000 MHz, a MSI GTX 1080, a 480 gig ADATA SSD, EVGA 450 watt power supply, and Silverstone PS14, the super cheap case. Keep it all within the budget. Let's see. Then our other PC build is this one. So let's see what Fable Fortune needs to run. Recommended spec. So I'm pretty sure for $3,000 we can definitely do better than what is here. So I will get that build put together and be right back. So for this Fable Fortune build, again, here's what's needed for the recommended spec. We're going to get a Mortoni H170 board, which we already have in our inventory. We're going to put a i7-6700. We're going to do this cheapest cooler just because this person wants Mortoni, so we're going to put as much Mortoni in this build as possible. 4 sticks of the cheapest Mortoni 4 gig RAM, a MSI GTX 1080 Gaming Z, 650 watt power supply, 960 gig SSD, a 4 terabyte Seagate Barracuda, and we're going to put it in this Antec P110 Luce, which I've not yet built in, so we will see how that turns out. So let's go ahead and purchase all this. Let's make sure we've accepted everything here, so we are good to go there. Let's end our day and get everything in so we can get to work. Okay. Let's get, ooh, that filthy beast up there. This is our cheap case for Giovanna. So let's get a card or sticky note put over here. And let's pick up this for Aggressive Lynn. Let's get our parts. We will start with Stinky Melanie's filthy computer. Let's get our compressed air out and clean this nasty beast. There we go. Maybe. Come on. Okay, let's see if it powers at all. No power. Let's get this power supply out of here, and let's see if that is the culprit. Take a look here. Power supply. No, let's put that back in. Let's disconnect these wires that like to reconnect themselves automatically. Let's get the world's biggest cooler out of the way. Let's just check and see if it happens to be... Nope. So it's probably the motherboard. Let's get the rest of the stuff unplugged. Remove the RAM. Let's get this motherboard out of here and take a look. Motherboard's broken. And I don't have a Mortoni A320M in stock. Let's get one ordered. Oh, we've got a bunch of emails. Come on, shop. Motherboards. Mortoni. This one. Let's go ahead and have it delivered today. Let's get rid of the broken one. And we'll get the new one put in. Let's get everything opened up so we can install their CPU and RAM. And memory. Property of Stinky Melanie. Let's get thermal paste on there. And find their huge cooler. There it is. Let's get the graphics card back in. There it is. And we can start wiring everything back up. They had blue cables. We'll put blue back in here. Get everything connected. Okay, let's see if it powers up. Let's get a USB drive in because I'm pretty sure they said they were having virus issues. Let's get our virus scanner installed. Very slowly installed. There we go. Anytime. Let's scan for viruses. 327. Nice. This should be good to go. Let's get the side panel put back on. Power it down. We'll get this thing out in the hall. Let's start working on building Giovanna's PC here. Let's get the motherboard. Get our standoff screwed in. I think we're putting in... Oh, we're only putting in 2 sticks. That's right. And let's get some of this stuff out of our way. There we go. Let's go ahead and get the back and the front removed. Let's see, I think we're doing an i5 6400. And some Corsair Dominator Platinum. Oops. Well, let's get some fans put in the front here. Those are 140s. Let's do 120s. Get those installed. Let's get thermal paste on here. And then we can get our cryo rig M9i installed. And then this is getting a 1080 Gaming X. Not there. There it is. Let's get our storage. Then we can get our power supply installed. Okay, let's cable this up. Cable color doesn't really matter, so we will just do black. This case has no window, so it doesn't really matter what color. Nobody's gonna see it anyway. Let's get a USB drive installed. Let's see. Oh. I think we need to put the front panel back on. We have a power button. Let's hop into our BIOS. And we will go ahead and turn XMP on. We will get this thing set up and we will get our 3D Mark test running. See if we can hit 6,000. Let's get 3D Mark installed. Okay. I'm going to let this run, and when it's done, I will be right back, and we will take a look at the score together. So there it is, 6,371. So we just beat the score, but just beating is good enough. So let's get this case put back together. Get the side panels put back on. Let's power it down and move it to the hall. I have yet to build in this case. That's a pretty nice looking case. Very nice. So, let's get our motherboard. Do the new one here. Since they like Mortoni so much, we could have built them a much nicer PC for the amount of money they had available. But if you really want the cheapest, that's what we'll give you. So let's get their i7-6700 installed. And then we've got 4 sticks of Mortoni cheap RAM. So we'll get that installed. We'll get some thermal paste. And we will get their super cheap Mortoni cooler. Let's see, how do we get... Okay, they just pop out. Nice. So let's get, actually... I think we're putting a 4 terabyte hard drive in here. Does that go in here? I don't even know what these are for. Is that hard drive? Oh, let's just put it back here at the back. And then there's an SSD mount here. Okay. I guess we'll just leave those out. They look tacky anyway. Let's get the graphics card. A 1080 Gaming Z. Can we mount this here? Let's see. I have yet to do a mount like that. Oh, it sure can. Very nice. Well, let's put these back in. Okay. Well, let's get the power supply installed. Think we've got everything in there. Let's cable this up. Let's do... Let's do some red braided cables. Does that not have anywhere to plug into? Oh, there we go. Is that everything? Let's get a USB in here. Let's see if it powers up. Let's go into the BIOS. Don't think we can do much with this. Wait a minute. Boot device. There we go. Make sure we have the proper boot device. No point in having an SSD in there if it boots from the hard drive. So this is good to go. Let's get... Do I need to put the drive bay? Let's see. I don't like the way those drive bays look. And I don't think they'll mount there with the graphics card there anyway. Let's get this PCI lock back on. Let's get the side panel back on. Yeah, that's my first vertical in this game. Looks pretty good. I like it. Let's power it down. Let's get it out in the hallway. And let's collect some money. Go to PC. Incomplete case. Uh-oh. What did we forget on Giovanna's? Oh, didn't close the PCI lock. Now we should be good to go. Alright, let's collect that one. Let's collect that one. And we will collect that one. We've got a bunch of emails here. Got some new parts. I don't even know that. Is that a power supply? So we will go through these emails in the next episode. I'm going to end this one here. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button to know as soon as a new video goes live. I hope you have an excellent day, and I will see you in the next episode.